Yeah, this is on the campus, but important to know that the University of Illinois Chicago is a very urban campus. And hey, Dutch, walk this way with me, maybe you can see. This is what they call the UIC Pavilion. This is the sports arena where this is taking place. And it's the near west side of Chicago. Maybe you see off in the distance, can you see the Sears Tower? Well, I call it the Sears Tower. It's now the, I forget what they call it now, but at any rate, the Willis Tower. Yeah, thank you. So we're right on the edge of downtown here. Again, a very urban area. It's not your typical, Ohio State campus or something out in the middle of nowhere. So the city, I think, is quite friendly to these sorts of protests. But I got to tell you, having covered the protest here in Chicago on Black Friday, where they shut Michigan Avenue down, that was also a very diverse crowd. I mean, some of the protests we've seen here have been largely minority. This crowd, as well as the crowd on Black Friday, was black, white, young, old, a very diverse crowd. That's what we're seeing here as well, which I think makes it all the more interesting.
Well, I'm reading my emails too as I'm talking to you. I'm multitasking, and one viewer named Irene wrote me, "What I'm watching concerning Trump's rally is unbelievable. I am not a Trump supporter, but I cannot believe it was canceled. We all have rights to gather. The protesters have won. I'm very concerned about this country." So you can see, Jeff, that there is I imagine, a very diverse reaction tonight to what we're seeing.
Well, you're absolutely right, Greta. I think you make a great point, or the viewer perhaps makes a great point here that, the idea is to allow speech. This is what makes this country great. And while these folks are certainly free to come out in this country to make their voice known, as the administration of this university said, the remedy to speech you don't like is more speech. And we've had plenty of it here. And, of course, it was the campaign's decision to cancel this rally. Perhaps they felt this was not a safe environment, but I think it's important to note that we have not, and there may be scattered disturbances, but we certainly have been here observing a large swath of this, and we have not seen any violence or intimidation. The people who wanted to go inside the rally got inside the rally, and what can I tell you?
And we have a new camera shot that you can't see, Jeff, but we're looking at police officers, and they look to be doing some aggressive crowd control. Hard to tell what. I mean, obviously, it's a very tough job for police officers tonight because they're dealing with a potential powder keg. One person breaking bad is a big problem for this whole crowd. Tough job for these police officers tonight, and I tip my hat to the Chicago police. This one's not going to be easy. And do you see any trouble at all where you are, or is it people just assembling?
No, and in fact, let's walk. Can we walk a bit? Because you talk about the police officers. This is their line here, and I don't see anything here. But the area where rally goers would be exiting is around this way a bit, and I'm trying to get over there now. I do not see. No, I don't see any disturbance on this side. But this, Greta, is an entire city block. This pavilion. Let's keep walking, Dutch, if we can. And so it's possible that something's going on that we're not seeing here, but we're seeing at least two sides of this venue, and at this point, I don't see any trouble.
Well, we have a different camera. We have a different camera that another one of our cameras set up, and it looks like there's a little trouble here. But
yeah, let me look here.
There's trouble.
We're gonna try to get over there.
Anyone's just tuning in and wonders what's going on. This is outside. This is Chicago, University of Illinois at Chicago campus. Donald Trump was scheduled to have a big rally with 10,000 people inside. Protesters outside, and now the rally has been canceled by the Trump campaign. And we are seeing the police having a hard time, or seemingly so, with crowd control. This is the first big trouble we've seen on this.
That is one protester being taken away on our position here, Greta, perhaps you see. But nothing major.
Jeff, you're there. I don't know if you are where we are looking with our camera. It does look bad. It looks volatile. I got to tell you, this does not look good. I wouldn't want to be in the middle of this crowd. There's pushing, there's shoving. The police are there trying to maintain order. People are yelling. It is the camera shot I'm looking at does not look like just one protester being taken away.